my channel is all about dreadlocks and my dread journey. My dreads are 18 months old and they are real dreads extended with human hair extensions. Today I'm going to show you how I do my own maintenance. Though that maintenance, like the frizz that happens with dreads, it's pretty much inevitable. Like you're always gonna have frizz. So when I do what I'm gonna show you, I have to do it like every 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, and then they're like real fluffy. But I think I did them maybe, yeah, like 6 weeks ago. And so the tools that I'm going to be using that you will need if you're gonna copy me is elastic bands, just clear elastic bands, a giant dread clip, and a crochet hook. So the crochet hook is, I swear to God, this never works because I have no idea what I'm doing. But the crochet hook is 0.75 millimeters. So it's the thinnest, smallest crochet hook you can get. I get all of my products from Dreadshop. I'll leave a link down below, and you can use code Dreadalina for 10% off. But yeah, she has all the tools and products that you'll need to do the maintenance. So let's get into the maintenance finally, because I'm needing it. So the first thing that I do is obviously just section off the bottom 3 or however many dreads that you have at the bottom of your hair. So let's do that. So with the elastic bands, I have done my own maintenance without the elastic bands. Like I just pulled in the loose hair with nothing securing it, and it came out a lot quicker. So also when you use the elastic bands, I'll show you, but it makes it a lot easier to pull the hair in. And so I used to get a mirror and look at the back and try to fit each hair into its section, but I find that if you just gather all the hair that you can feel and just make sure that it's not coming from, do you know what I mean? Just sort of feel around and you'll be able to tell. And if some of the hair from another dread gets in it, it's fine. My sections are really good, I feel like, and this works fine for me. So just gather all of the hair that you can feel, trying to not get any of the hair from, you know, the other dreads. And then wrap an elastic band around it. Now that I've put the elastic band around it, see how all the hair is like compacted? It's just so much easier to get the right hair in the dread. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how to explain it properly. Sorry. And so once you've done the elastic band, grab the hair and twist it to where, so you can hold it with one hand. And then you want to get your crochet hook. I'm going to try and show you. Put it through the dread and just pull. And then once you've done that, grab all the hair again and twist it around and just do the same thing. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, but if you do this yourself, you're going to be able to feel much easier what I'm doing. And then pretty much that dread's done. So it only takes a few minutes. At the same time, while you're doing your maintenance, if you do have extensions, pull on all your hair, because even whilst I was getting ready for this video, I was curling my hair, and obviously I knew I was going to be doing my maintenance today, so I pulled all the weak ones and 2 of them came off. So this is the time obviously to fix them. So this one I will show you quickly how I fix it. I already have a video on this, but I'll just show you quickly. So basically, I will just try to pull in the hair from the extension. And then also pull in my hair into the extension. This is not going to work if this is the only thing you do. You're going to need extension hair to fix this. I'm just sort of tacking them together so that I can put new extension hair around it, because obviously it's looking super dodgy right now. So now it's just hanging there. That would come off straight away. If I didn't get extension hair, and then with the extension hair, you want to actually start pulling the extension hair through your natural dread, obviously, so that it's all connected, and hopefully it won't break off again. And then when the extension hair starts coming down, make sure you obviously pull the extension hair through both parts. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you know what I'm saying, because obviously that's what's going to connect them and keep them together. See, now I haven't finished pulling all the extension hair through, but you can't see that gap anymore, and if I pull it really hard, it's not coming off. So that's how you fix them if they break off. Alright, so now that we've got that one fixed, I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to grab another elastic band and just feel the hair. And when you're doing this, it only feels like a tiny little bit of hair, like it's like you're not even doing nothing, but trust me, at the end when you finish, all those little bits that you've pulled in make the difference. But when you're doing each individual one, it doesn't feel like you're doing much at all. So again, now that I've got all the elastic around it, it's made it so much easier to, you know, feel all the hair. And that one's done. So just keep going through all of them like that. The back ones are pretty hard because you can't see what you're doing. So when you start to get to the sides, it's much easier. You can actually see what you're doing. But again, with the elastic bands, it doesn't really look that great, like right next to your hair, like your hairline. So yeah, I would just cut them out in a couple days. If you're thinking of putting all the elastic bands on and then like crocheting it in, I wouldn't do that, because then you can't feel the ones that you have done or haven't. Like you can probably feel the fluff around them, but yeah, just a small tip, I would do it one at a time. Don't do all the elastics and then all the crochet, because like I said, you're not going to be able to tell which ones are done, which ones aren't done. Another thing I wanted to mention, right? Some of your dreads are going to be pretty much dreaded right up to the root, and they're really good because then when you put the elastic band around and you're pulling in the hair, you're pulling in the hair to dread already, so it's gonna stay in there, right? Because it's already dreaded. But with some of your dreads, the root is going to be quite loose. Do you know what I mean? And so with these ones, when you pull in the hair, you're pulling it into looseness. So these ones are a bit annoying. It's almost like you're dreading your own hair again instead of just pulling through. And sometimes you'll end up with like, yeah, just a little bubble, or they'll just come loose super quickly because you're pulling it into looseness. It's not actually dreaded. And another thing I wanted to say is if you do use the elastic bands, which you don't have to use elastic bands, you can just do it without the elastic bands, but again, it's going to get loose very quickly and it's harder to see the hair that you're actually pulling in. But if you don't want to use the elastic bands, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, if you are going to use the elastic bands, keep in mind that the elastic band makes you feel like it's all together, Don't be lazy, dread it all properly, like pull all the hair in properly, because like it's gonna feel like you've made it all neat and tidy, but if you don't actually put the effort in to pull all the little hairs in, when you cut the elastic band out or it breaks, those hairs are obviously just going to be still loose. So don't let the elastic band trick your mind into thinking that that it's all together when you didn't actually pull those hairs in. You've sort of just taped them all together. Hopefully that makes sense. And so just so you know, this is like a full maintenance for your full head. And you know, for these ones, after I was looking at them, like I probably would have let them go even longer. It's more the top of my head and around the hairline that really like you can notice in real life. So, I'll probably see all this frizz. Like I'll probably do these front ones. Sometimes I'll just do like these 3 front ones. Sometimes I'll just do these back ones. So this is a full head of maintenance, and I'm just realizing that I don't do a full head every 4 weeks, but I do touch these ones up quite a lot. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that you probably won't need to do all of them. But as you can see, like I feel like my sections are pretty good, and I think that is because I did, keep up the maintenance at least. I think I've done it like 5 or 6 times by myself, and it's been 1.5 years. So another thing I think worth mentioning is, how I said that some of the roots are loose, so you sort of have to dread it yourself. See with this one, how like there's this hair that has an end, as in the hair is broken at the end, but here this loop, it's got no end, it's a loop. So with the loops, it's really hard to pull them through because if you're not going to break the whole loop, you pull it through and then obviously you can't pull it anymore because it's a loop. Whereas with the bit that has an end, you can pull that all the way through, wrap it around, pull it all the way through. So I'm always just telling you my personal experience. After some of the ones that I did, some of them didn't have this part where it's got a loose end. So it's only got the loop, and when I pull the loop in, it just comes back out. So I broke some of the hairs so that I was able to have that little bit, because then you can at least wrap that around the loop. Do you know what I mean? And then when you pull it through, it keeps the loop compacted and not looking like all bubbly. So my basic point is that if you just have a little bit of those broken bits, they help you out to keep it looking nice and round and neat. All right, I'm all done with the maintenance, and as always, I do not like it as much when it's all like so neat and flat looking now. But yeah, like I said, within a few days, the hair will start coming out and they'll be buffier again. But I will show you the after. So it's about a week later, and I just wanted to do a quick update because I did not take out all of the elastics yet. Some have broken off. These top ones broke off pretty much straight away. But the reason why I wanted to give an update is because for the first few days, I literally felt like I was bald. Like every time I wore my hair, like even still, I'm finding it hard to wear my hair just down because it just feels a bit bald, but it's looking more fluffy now actually that a lot of them have broken off, and my head was extremely itchy. So I think I did quite a good job this time because it felt like it did the first time I got a professional maintenance done. But I just wanted to show you the difference between keeping the elastic in. So yeah, like I said, it's been about a week and these ones are still looking pretty good. Just ignore the dandruff, sorry. And these ones are looking fluffy as shit, and pretty much all of them would have looked like this if I had have cut out the elastic bands. So just keep that in mind, and I'll try to show you just with a bun. When you keep the elastics in, everything looks so much neater, except for this little fluff ball right here. Like everything looks super neat. So I've been wearing a lot of buns this week, but yeah, like I said, when I had it down, I was feeling bold. All right, so it's actually 6 weeks later. So now I just wanted to show you what it's looking like after 6 weeks because, yeah. Oh, it's not going to show you properly. Actually, yes. So if we can see all of that frizz, and then I shall show you the back. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it was valuable to you. Remember just to try things out for yourself. The only way that I learnt this was literally by doing it myself. So you'll find what's right for you. Just wing it. Any of the products that I used will be linked below, and I also document my whole dread journey on my Instagram, so I will leave that below as well. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.